All right, so this is Alex703 Rockstar. I am back. Um, I am back here for another ROH on HDNet review. Realized I didn't do one last week. The show was decent. Check out the main event: Colt Cabana versus Austin Aries. Good stuff. Anyway, so this show, um, they got a new theme song for this show. Ring of Honor did, and the new theme song was kind of like a general theme for the show because well, it was obviously the theme. It's the theme song, but like it's kind of like a new beginning for the show almost because Jim Cornette is now the on-air executive producer. And to start the show, let me just say actually that there was like a huge general sense of excitement about this show that I haven't really felt from other HDNet episodes, and I think that's really good. If they can sustain that, that's awesome. But there was a general sense of excitement. So to start off the show, all the wrestlers were in the ring, and Jim Cornette was talking about how he's sick of this BS that Austin Aries is like holding the title with his lucky lotteries, handpicking his opponents, um, and that it's BS. So he's gonna start this thing called like what's it called, the top six draw pick tournament or whatever. I don't know. He delivered it a lot better than I did, obviously, but what he does is he pick top of the 12 top. What the fuck? He picked top of the 12 top wrestlers, and he's gonna have them in the coming weeks face off in matches. And then the top six, the guys who win those matches, are going to be the only contenders that are allowed to fight for the title. And I was like, awesome, because that way it has some organization and shit. But I thought this was really weird the way they were picked. He actually forgot Chris Hero and Kenny Omega, which they had to like meekly announce later in the show. So that was kind of a gaffe there. But besides that, I thought it was really good. But okay, so he had Davey Richards there, but not Eddie Edwards. Okay, regardless of what you think, because I personally think Davey Richards is better than Eddie Edwards either way, on air, they're the tag team champions. As in, they're a tag team. It's not Davey Richards and his sidekick. They're equals. So to have Davey Richards and not have Eddie Edwards is such a strange thing. And then later, Austin Aries comes out, who hadn't been there. And Austin Aries is brilliant on the mic. Him and Cornette trading off lines was like craft work there. But then Jim Cornette goes, you know what? You should stop being such a pussy right here. He pretty much says that he's gonna have to defend his title tonight against Davey Richards, Roderick Strong, and Kenny Omega. And I was like, awesome, man! That match is gonna be sweet. And then I think about this. This booking makes no sense. If you're gonna have this like top contender thing where you have people facing off against each other, then why the fuck are you having three of the contenders in that having a title match randomly? What if one of them wins the belt? Then fuck, there goes the tournament, I guess, or whatever. You can't just do that. And also, it makes no sense that he would pick those three. I understand that they're all supposed to be contenders, but like why those three? Why not Chris Hero? Why not there are other people I actually don't remember now. Sound like a jack. Why not Tyler Black, even who's supposed to be in one of those matches? He's done a lot more than they have to get to the title, so that really made no sense to me. But I was still excited about the title match. Next up, we had the Briscoes versus Kevin Steen and El Generico in a number one contenders match for Final Battle to face the American Wolves. Decent stuff. It wasn't their best match. It was very slow and technical, which is fine. It told a good story working the knee of Mark Briscoe. And then at the end, it got exciting. There was this cool spot where so Kevin Steen climbs up the ropes in hope for a swanton bomb or a senton bomb. Mark Briscoe kicks him in the face, but he's still hurt, so he goes down. Jay goes for the Death Valley driver onto the apron. Kevin Steen gets slides off back into the ring, but Jay still grabs him by the neck and pulls his head over the top rope. He goes stumbling back. He falls down. Then El Generico runs up his back, and dives over the ropes onto Jay. I thought that was a very clever little sequence right there. But anyway, good stuff. 3.25 stars. Then a really surprising promo. I see Steve Corino's face. I was like, the fuck is Steve Corino doing here? And it turns out he's coming back. He's coming to Ring of Honor. I don't really read news boards anymore, so if that's been around for a while, then fuck me, whatever. But Steve Corino, I like him. I think he can help a lot. I guess they're looking for someone with some sort of star power since Danielson and Nigel are gone, and I like Steve Corino anyway. Not the best wrestler, but I think he can really help build angles. So, he's decent in the ring anyway. Actually, I shouldn't say that. He's a good wrestler. He's not like a flippy wrestler, but he builds stories really well. So those are my thoughts on Steve Corino. Then we had a Davey Richards promo. Davey Richards, again, always looking like a badass. He hasn't cut a bad promo in forever. So awesome there. Then we go right to our main event. Davey Richards, Kenny Omega, Austin Aries, and Roderick Strong. I was like pumped for this. And I have to say it under-delivered a little. Not that it was bad. It was still excellent, actually. I would give it about 3 3/4 stars. But I think I had my expectations so high because the fans were really pumped there and I was all pumped up. I haven't seen Kenny Omega on HDNet in forever. That I was really pumped up, and so it was very good, but there was nothing like wow about it. So, still very good stuff. I mean, I love the opening where they're all butting heads, and then Austin Aries pokes Strong in Omega's eyes, and then he punches Richards in the face, and Richards is unfazed and kicks him in the head. That was great. And Davey Richards, when he gets pumped up, it is totally badass. Like, Davey Richards is becoming one of my favorite wrestlers there. And Kenny Omega's awesome too. But so still very good match. Then at the end, Austin Aries retained his title, of course. There was no chance of anyone winning that. And oh, by the way, terrible commentating by Mike Hogwood. He's bad in general, but this was awful. He was spending the whole match talking about how there was no chance Austin Aries would win. He doesn't understand being a commentator. He hears the word face and he hears that he has to support the face and he gives the heel absolutely no credit at all. It's ridiculous to say there's no chance that he's not going to win because he's champion and obviously if this was real he'd have a 25% chance of winning, right? But no, he spends the whole match saying how there's no way Austin Aries could do it. But whatever. Fuck Mike Hogwood, he's terrible. But also, Austin Aries winning is awesome because of the way he celebrated. Now his character is this really weird, not weird, but it's this really awesome heel character where it's like he's such a pussy and he tries to get out of all his title matches. But then when he gets has to defend it, his title, against all odds, he does. And so that just makes him, have reason to be more arrogant. I think they're building that really well. And then Tyler Black came back. He was supposed to have injured his eye when Austin Aries burned him with a piece of paper. But no real excitement for that. But, whatever. So I thought this show had some pretty weird, nonsensical booking. And only 2 matches, but they were long, so it's okay. The matches were good. I definitely enjoyed the show. I hope they can sustain the sense of excitement. I mean, just having Jim Cornette there helps a lot, but, I think this will be hopefully a sign of things to come because the past couple of episodes hadn't been very good. So, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos. I want to do some, top 5 album of the year stuff, like Jumble Junkie Music and It's All About Music have been doing, and I want to do some decade end awards here, but I still have to formulate them in my mind. So I'll see you guys later. I am out. Gonna go play some FIFA. No, do not tell me this is happening. Sorry about that.